to another software snack time snippet presented by XTIVIA. Hi, I'm Robert Gurnick, Cloud Software Product Consultant at XTIVIA, a certified Monday.com partner. And today I'm joined by...
My name is Debbie Pollard. I'm a Cloud Software Consultant at XTIVIA.
And hi, I'm Sarit Chalamish, a Channel Partner Manager over at Monday.com.
So today we're going to talk a little bit about where is my data. According to a recent McKinsey report, employees spend 1.8 hours every day searching and gathering information. On average, that's 9.3 hours per week. Current enterprise search solutions lack efficiency and end up wasting hours of precious time. So today we'll talk a little bit more about Monday and where is my data and how we can improve that efficiency.
I think I can definitely relate to that. I think I spend more time looking for data and files or things that I need right away to respond to a customer or so. Yeah, I think it's a real issue for a lot of people.
Yeah, and I would agree with the two of you. We see it in all of our calls when we speak with customers, and everyone is kind of spinning to find what they need in the right time when they need it. If they're in sales and they need a W-9, or if they need to send a security file, or some of you who are listening in are marketers, you know how many times people, send you a Slack or a Teams message and they say, hey, where's that logo? Where's that great brochure you sent last month? We love that brochure. We need it right now, but we don't know where it is. So where is that data? Where do you guys see that your customers typically save their files, et cetera? And how is it organized, Debbie or Robert?
I'd say that, just like you mentioned, Slack, Teams, there's also going to be, SharePoint, email, file shares like Google Drive or the network or even the local computer, people still saving things on. People save and work out of their email, Outlook. So there's a number of areas where there's information, there's documents, there's things, and really how do you search for that? And how do you put that in one place where you can find it and be able to search or filter by the information you're looking for?
So we have some good news. And the good news is that there is hope. We have other solutions that with the Monday platform can actually make life a whole lot easier. So let me kind of take you into my screen over here and show a little bit about how we make data more accessible to those who need it. I will speak about it in several ways. Number one, there are actually ways that, and actually I'm going to show you one of my favorite boards that I use all the time. It's called Documents for Sales. Okay, and you can see I've been in that board quite a lot recently. Did you know, by the way, that you can use your Gmail to kind of find the board that you're looking for? Just a fun fact. So Documents for Sales is one of my lifelines. And why do I like it so much is because it just organizes things for me and my colleagues in the sales arm over at Monday. So I won't take you through everything here, but just high level, I will actually show you this when collapsing all the groups. If you're in sales, you know it. You need a lot of things at your fingertips, and those things tend to change all the time, right? You have financial documents from 2020. Well, guess what? When 2021 comes, you need to change them. You have legal documents that you need to be sending, MNDAs, et cetera, and legal agreements, of course. Nowadays, security is so important. We have a lot of security documents. So we need all of those things in one organized place. So imagine if you, listening to us today, could create a place where all the data lived and everybody knew it. So instead of me asking my legal department for, hey, where is the most recent MNDA? And by asking them, slowing them down, having them look for it, send it to me, right? How much time did we just spend there? Could be minutes, but if you multiply it across the team, it's a lot of time that gets wasted. We all know there is one place which houses all those documents, and you can do the same thing, documents for HR, you can have documents for marketing, and everyone knows where they live. And then obviously when you go into the specific group, you can just add that file and everybody's happy. So you update them, and you can even use sub items if you have several different items, right? And it will even tell you, is this external facing or is this just internal? Because you don't want people sending stuff out, which are just internal information. So you can actually add that column and make sure everybody knows what's going on. You can, by the way, see there's a log over here, this cute little log. Do you know what that's for?
No.
So the reason why we lock those columns is we actually want certain people to manage the board, and we don't want people to add or delete or etc. Right? We want to make sure it's in good hands, and at least one or a few people are managing it, and that's their role. We don't want to mess with it. I cannot make any changes to this column, so it's safe, right? Hopefully this helps. Now, the nice thing is, let's say I forgot altogether. I'm a new employee. I don't even know any of those boards, and I'm just learning Monday right now, okay? Look over here with me. Search everything. Search everything is an amazing, amazing feature, and if you don't use it, you should. Search everything has essentially that. It lets you search everything. You can search by people. You can search for a file. So let's say I'm looking for this coveted MNDA, and I know it's a file. So I'm not looking for an update or, you know, a person. I am looking for the MNDA, and I shall find it. I can even look more specifically. We have some granularity around what type of file, like if I'm looking for an image versus a PowerPoint versus, let's say, a video, I can also kind of go deeper in terms of my search. So hopefully this helps in terms of just adding more time to your day. Stop slowing the process down and find it yourself before you ask others.
There was a time when a customer wanted some security information and compliance information, and you sent them all this information in minutes. And I was so impressed because
now you know my secret.
Yes, thank you for sharing.
That's
now I know.
Debbie and Robert. I mean, it just makes life so much easier. And you know, I can think of times in the past, and I used to work for companies that had a lot of great technology. Don't get me wrong, right? But I never knew where my stuff was. I hate to say, it's just so much easier to at least know where to look. And then again, you have this like other kind of secret that you can use, just search everything. And you can just go there and off you go. Save some time for everyone.
Yeah, I think it's great to see how money.com is this, you know, one shared platform. It really brings teams and organizations together, be able to find that information, you know, set that up, have people collaborate or update, you know, permissions like you showed, and just make sure that everyone is aligned as to where the information is and how to find it.
Yeah, and if you're a manager, you know, managing a team, and just knowing those sheer numbers that you quoted, Robert, I think it's staggering, right? So imagine if we take it, you know, we just round it to, let's say, 9 hours per week. If you manage a team of 50 people, 10 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, like just get those numbers into your head and think, well, maybe there is something I have to do about this, right? Maybe there's a different way, because it's money, right? We know that, and it's decision making that's being impeded by not having the right data. Now, I think one other thing, we spoke the other day, you and I, Robert, with a client that has manufacturing and R&D happening in China, and they have their offices here in the DC area as well as Miami. And something really interesting about data comes to mind with that. When you have teams around the globe, having access to the data is immensely more important, because guess what? You have different holidays, you have people working different hours and different days, right? So if I need that file and I need it now, but the other person is already on their weekend, I'm not only going to waste time, but I might lose a deal, right? That really makes it very, very real, having access and just kind of liberating the system, right? Just kind of democratizing the data and putting it in a way that says, hey, we know you need this stuff. It's all in here. Whenever you need to act on it, just do it, you know? So that to me is a huge, powerful, value that we add to our customers.
That concludes this snippet. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Sarit, for joining us today. And thank you, Sarit, for sharing all that information. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Please come back next week for another Software Snack Time Snippet.